Thanks for joining us today, guys. I'm in my second office, my car, but I'm looking at some folks over there. It's finally a beautiful day here in Ohio. We've had a monsoon all week, and they're out there with their dogs and their kids, and they're flying a kite, and we're having coffee, and we're talking Corvettes. It's great to have you guys today on the channel. We got a lot to talk about, and we're gonna have a lot of fun around Corvettes, so thank you for being here. And you know what? It's actually nice enough that I don't have to be wearing this jacket, but I'm only wearing it because I spilled coffee all over my shirt earlier today. I was doing a delivery with a customer sitting in the car, and they, what flavor coffee is that? And I said, it's cotton blend. They're like, what? Never mind. I was so embarrassed. Get it? Coffee, cotton. Okay, yeah, you guys get it. Okay, let's talk about, you guys have been blowing my phone up in email. I know that the ZR1 teaser came out on Wednesday. I was out of the office on Wednesday, and I didn't want to get lost in the shuffle, putting up all the YouTube videos and sharing what everybody else is sharing. But I want to have a more detailed conversation, one that I think that we can have because I'm a retailer as well as an enthusiast. And one thing you guys have to acknowledge is how cool the C8 generation is and how smooth the generation is progressing. Think about this. 2020 was the first ever mid-engine Corvette.
Ladies and gentlemen, the all-new 2020 mid-engine Corvette.
Then in 2023, the tagline was, "The streets will never sound the same." And here we are in 2024 trying to launch the new model for C8 Corvette, and that is the ERAY, the first ever electrified all-wheel drive Corvette, one like none. And next up for Corvette, it's the ZR1. Their tagline, now the unthinkable. No Corvette has ever moved quite like this. Were you guys doing the same thing I was doing? Stopping the video, going back, stopping the video, getting screenshots, trying to just see the silhouette of the ZR1? I did the same thing. because we're trying to figure this car out before they actually do the announcement. It's great that they acknowledge the ZR1 exists, but timelines now, some of the stuff we talked about a few weeks ago right here on this channel, what does that mean? A summer reveal. So I don't think you're going to see anything at the Bash event coming up in a couple of weeks. What? You didn't know about that? This is a great gathering, guys. Corvette people from all over the country. More importantly, the Corvette team will be on location to talk with you, presentations about current production, and talking about what's coming new for 2025, including new colors. I was recently at the National Corvette Museum. I went through their color studio thing they had in the display, and I was kind of wondering, is this going to be one of our new colors for next year? All right, we're inside the museum. This is the color studio display. So what color are we going to see new for 2025? Maybe something, one of these hues? You guys been asking for a purple. Who knows? But I don't think at that bash we're going to see any definitive information on the ZR1. I think all you're going to see is what you've seen already, is that teaser video and more continued conversation. GM said it, it's a summer reveal, so they're not going to do it in April at the National Corvette Museum. A summer reveal, that puts us, what, in August? Where in August? At the 50th anniversary for Corvettes at Carlisle? At the 30th anniversary for the National Corvette Museum at the Caravan? Or do they not do an actual reveal in person and they just do an announcement and a presser, and then we talk about it right here on YouTube? Stay tuned for sure. But here's a question, though. We're going to have a quick order update for you guys, too, in regards to the 2024 Corvette. Actually got a memo from Chevy for the first time in, what, 5 or 6 months? They mentioned in this memo we're going to get details in May about the end of 24 build-out production and the startup of 2025. We're assuming that ZR1 is a 2025. There's a chance that it could be an early announcement of 2026. For right now, I feel that it is going to be 25. Some of the intel I've had over the last year and a half, it's a 25. No, it's a 26. No, it's delayed. It's on again, off again. That's pretty much been C8. Right now, let's assume that it's a 2025. The announcement is in the summertime in August. That means orders go in September, October. We said we were the only ones and the first one to say that the launch of ZR1 would be in January. And I think that's when people are actually going to be on the road driving these cars in January or February. But hang on a second. Let's spin doctor this one more way. In that teaser video, nowhere did they say this is a 2025 ZR1. Here's what else could happen. They announced the car in the summer. They tease it for several months. They begin ordering in January for an early 26, making 2025 a very short production year. And what we said last week right here on Coffee with Conti, we looked at one of those 25 E-Rays right out in front of Bowling Green Assembly Plant office. It was a CTF car, captured test fleet car. It was a production car, not an EX experimental car. So that is, as far as the wall's concerned, that wall stays. So I said, if they make the ZR1 at 26, and if they decide to take the wall down, it too could coincide, as we talked about last week. That's one scenario. Very short 25 production year, early 26. That's exactly what they did in 2018. They extended the production of ZR1. It was a 2019 model year, but it really was like a year and a half. That could unfold right there, and that's because they're trying to back into other future products that are about to come for C8 generation. So that's a second scenario. Or say it is a 2025, and it's just a very short production window from January to May, June, something like that. Or maybe they actually extend 2025 production to get ready for 26. Does your head hurt yet? All that stuff is very plausible, and it's happened already in the past. But let's go back for a second. Let's talk about this wall controversy again. I said last week, I told you guys, I love the way the car is designed right now. But I got to tell you, I think it's not if, I think it is when, and I think it is coming down in 2026. The question is, how are they going to redesign it? Thanks to the folks at Mid-Engine Corvette Forum, there's all kinds of renderings out there. They shared this rendering just recently on the internet. I gotta tell you, I don't like this one. I like the grab handle. I think we actually need a grab handle, but I don't like the placement of the HVAC buttons. Either the driver or the passenger are gonna put their arms right on top of that. So that one doesn't work for me. Some of the rumors that I've heard is that they're gonna take the, let me just do it from your perspective, you guys watching. So this is the driver IP in front of your steering wheel, and this is your infotainment system, okay? See how they angle? I was told that it's gonna become one continuous screen. My question is then, if that happens, is it one continuous continuous screen with that little bit of cantilever so it just works ergonomically great for the driver? Or do they push this back and it's one solid screen and now you got to actually have an extended reach and then all your HVAC controls are up into that screen? Lots of questions still to come, and the answers I think are coming in model year 2026 for the C8 Corvette. I'm out of coffee, but thanks for joining us on today's Coffee with Conti, talking all things Corvette. A couple of more things to share with you guys. Actually, I'm going to squeeze in a send-off pad as well. Like I said earlier, this is the first time in months that we actually got some communication from Chevrolet in the marketing. They talked about, hey, the ZR1 teaser's out. Great, thank you. We appreciate that. 24 model build out and 25 startup information we're going to get in May. And that's why I'm saying, is the model year being pushed or being altered somehow? Because in May, the 24 model year should be over as far as ordering goes. So we'll keep you up to date on that for sure. Ordering for Stingrays coming up is going to be, the next cycle starts on Thursday. Z51 suspensions are going to be 55% availability, non-Z51 at 45%. No high wings, and Q9i gloss black forged wheel, 0% availability again. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't mean to get in. This is not hamming it up for the camera. I'm freaking ticked off. I just don't get it. It's really cost me some business. It's caused a lot of questions out there. I've got some really good people that are still, I'm just going to wait till the next cycle and to the next cycle and the next cycle. We're almost out of cycles for 24, man. It's not available. And I know guys want to get their cars as soon as they can now because the driving season's underway. And by the time you get to 25, then the driving season essentially for most parts of the country would be over. In fact, let me give a little plug for myself. I've got some cars ordered for stock. If you're looking for something, might be able to squeeze you into something and get you behind this wheel and experience the stuff that I've been talking about, because it is real and it is fun and it is awesome. Email me at the address up on the screen. I'll let you know what we got and see what I can do to help you guys. Very flexible on Stingray pricing right now. It's taken us 5 years to get to this point, but that's what it is. So let's do some business, man. Thank you for those opportunities. I really do appreciate that. And that's pretty much it for the ordering stuff. And speaking of opportunities, again, there's so many send-off pats I haven't shared yet. Got another one for you here in just a second. I just want to thank so many people from all over the country that we are connecting with, and we are doing business, and we are helping you to stop dreaming and start driving, because life is a dream, and I say drive it, man. Thank you to folks in Kansas recently, Maryland, Michigan, Ohio, Oregon, Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, Illinois. This is just the last couple of months. Kentucky, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Texas, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Oregon, Ohio, New York, Ohio, Oregon, Hawaii, New York, Florida, Pennsylvania, Arizona, California, Kentucky, New Mexico, Florida, another California, another Oregon, another New York. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for that. Again, if you're looking for a car a little bit sooner, or if you're looking for an order opportunity, contact me at the information up on the screen. And our empty, man, I really need some. Our empty coffee with Conti continues. Thanks for watching, guys. I love talking to you. Thank you for spending the time that you do right here on my channel. I want to share this with you. I love the acknowledgement that we're going to do right now. Thank you for the reminder from our friend Sean Jones in Texas. He sent me this email. Says, Rick, you're doing an awesome job. As I mentioned before, I'm a big fan of your YouTube channel, especially the ones featuring Corvette owners. Remember, what was it, a couple of months ago, I talked about some of the older clients that were buying cars, and I just hope I make it to my 80s to have an opportunity to drive Corvette like some of the people we've been sharing on the channel. He says, your shout out to the older Corvette drivers got me thinking about a close friend of mine, Bob Nelson. Bob's turning 92 in October, and get this, Rick, he's still cruising around in his 2016 Z51 every day. Before that, he owned one of your favorites, the 98 pace car. He takes a sweet ride everywhere, road tripping across the country like it's nothing. And get this, Rick, he's a Korean War veteran from the Air Force, and he just got selected for the honor flight to Washington, D.C. In fact, that flight just happened on Friday. He and 40 to 50 other service members who served in the Korean War and World War II were honored in Washington, D.C. Bob, thank you so much for your service, sir, and thank you for your passion for Corvette. that is awesome. Bob, thank you again so much. One day I hope to shake your hand as we get the last little drop out of our Coffee with Conti show. One more clip to share with you guys. I was talking about this guy when I talked with Corey from Paragon Performance. We were talking about racing and how rotors could warp on your car. I met Steve, and he did a little bit of racing back in the day. We talk about that as he picked up his new 2024 Riptide Blue Corvette. It's a send-off, Pat, now on Coffee with Conti. Thanks for joining us on the channel. Before you go, make sure you watch this clip, share in their moments, share in their stories and their experience, and make sure you support this channel by subscribing. You hit the bell notification, you thumbs up this video, and make some comments down below. We certainly talked about a lot today. Now, I film my deliveries, and it takes forever to get them on the channel. Just so you guys have an idea, right now, I could be walking around in a short sleeve shirt. It's the middle of December. It's going to be 50-some degrees. Yes, we have a convertible with the top down. Steve and Kathy are here from Ohio. Congratulations, you guys. I can't take credit for the bow. She got that. Nice job on that. Congratulations. That's pretty cool, man. This is the first question he asked me when he walked in. Besides seeing the car, first question. Hey, tell me about this Run Fellows class.
Not the coast, I should say, more like a maintenance squad. All the way up to the 4th gear. All the way up to 5th gear. I'm looking all the way down my turning, all my braking records.
Like, yeah, all right, I like this guy. And you actually have a little bit of history in racing. Talk about your 64 Corvette.
I bought a Corvette, a 64 Corvette in 1969.
Okay.
And I drove the wheels off of it. I put 300,000 miles on that car.
Good for you.
I autocrossed it. I tracked it. Everything. One of the first trophies I ever won was from Mike Yeager down at Mid-America.
Oh, the Fun Fest.
Not even Fun Fest. I mean, he was just barely working out of his trunk.
Oh, okay, okay.
Years.
Oh, wow.
He was, yeah. Anyhow, it goes back that far. And I've just been enjoying the car ever since. And I drive it every day.
Yeah.
And I just really enjoy it. I always have.
Well, I'm excited that you're excited about Run Fellows and the tracking, and there's no facility like that in the country, as you'll soon see. You know, as a new Corvette owner, you got a year to use that. We talked about all that stuff, and as soon as you start asking me about that, because I'm so excited about tracking, I could talk to you for hours about that stuff. But I learned from you guys that actually have more experience than myself as I'm trying to get a little bit better and have fun and really just get out there and drive the car and enjoy that culture within the Corvette culture, which is just incredible. It really is. And you almost ordered this car to duplicate the 64. You almost did the red and the gray, but I like the Riptide. Did you see the Riptide at any point before you ordered it, or what made you decide on that?
I was already looking at 2021,
gotcha,
all the way along, and
right,
looking at Elkhart,
okay,
Elkhart Lake Blue, and I liked it, but I was wishing that they had something a little bit lighter.
Right.
And then I heard that Riptide Blue was coming out.
Sure.
And I hadn't seen it, but I thought, okay, I heard it was going to be a little lighter, and I was holding out for that. So when it came up, I had to jump on it.
Yeah, you know, it's the same tone in that same family, so it doesn't like turn more purpley or anything like that. Usually when you change blues, that's what happens. You know, darker, and it'll pull up different, you know, greens maybe. It stays in that same tone as Elkhart, but it's exactly what you said, and I tell a lot of my clients looking at it, it's lighter, it's brighter, it's more vibrant, and it really comes alive on C8. It really is a great, great looking color. And I love the spec that you did. You guys have been looking at some pictures while we're talking now, but just back live here on the camera. Even though we're not in the sun, the thing is just beautiful. The wheels the standard wheels go perfectly with the interior. Any plans to change any of that, or just going to kind of leave them like that?
I'm going to leave them like that for a while, but I really want chromes.
I could have predicted that. Here comes the chrome. GM, you screwed that up, man. I would have bought chrome if you had them. That's right. Good for you, man.
I bought a 97.
Yeah.
They didn't have chrome.
I remember, the big old wagon wheels.
It was Nassau blue.
Oh, yes, right? Yes.
And I wanted chromes. So I ended up, sending them off and getting them chromed and putting them on. And they ran great, and put 120,000 miles on that car.
Oh, see.
And then I sold that one, and I bought an 02, and I could get chrome wheels on the 02.
Right.
So I did. But that was red because they didn't offer Nassau blue.
Yeah, I know.
So,
yeah,
yeah.
there was Electron, if I remember correctly. Yeah, see, that's why I appreciate you talking with us. I love the audience to meet the cool Corvette people that I get to deal with. It really is a lot of fun for me. So thank you again for the business, and just thanks for the memories. That's awesome to go down your memory lane, man. I love it.
It is. It's cool. I've had so much fun with Corvettes and the people and everything.
Yes.
Just, I mean, friends for life.
Well, hopefully I see you at some events, maybe at the track or something like that. We talked about pit race. You haven't done pit race. I would love for you to do pit race. Oh yeah, it'd be awesome. But I know you're going to have fun at Ron Fellows, so just let me know when you go. I'm curious to get some feedback from you.
Okay.
All right, fantastic. Now this got a low wing, and we're going to rub that when we do the Sundolf pad. That's coming up in just a few minutes. Thanks again, Steve. I appreciate it, man. I don't have to tell you, enjoy it. You're enjoying it just sitting here, but I know you're really going to enjoy it.
You got that right.
I hope to see you out at the track. Let me know when you go to Ron Fellows, okay?
Okay.
All right, man. Thank you so much. Steve and Kathy, right here in Ohio. Congratulations on your 24. We've got you the send off, Pat. We make it official with a thumbs up. Low wings, we rub those too. Yes, sir. Let's watch this thing pull out into the sun and just look at it. Look at it explode, man. Yeah, that's beautiful. Nice. Riptide Blue for 2024.